Yo, what's good, my people? It's your boy AB. I've come back with another video. Obviously, I got my boy Coves here. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo guys, Coves, already
Don't
know.
know why he's trying to do this mysterious character. Anywho, today we're here to give you man some help because I've seen like there's lots of people. It's September now. Everyone's going into sixth form. You know what I'm saying? So we've done 1 year. We survived it. So we're here to give you some advice on how you can survive as well. If you want to see more videos related to sixth form, drop a like, let me know in the comment as well, and subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge. I'm trying to hit 1K as soon as possible. And yeah, let's get into it. So, what's the first tip that you got for these men that are going into year 12 now? Who wants to start?
Where? Well, first one is that where don't take the time for granted, innit? Because it goes bare quick. Like you'd think that you have a whole year to just mess about, but trust me, you don't. Like year 12 will go by fast, especially if you're in my school. Like I don't know how other schools work on that, but in my school, in year 12, we had days off. Like we had Wednesday off.
Wednesday, we didn't have to go to school.
Wednesday we didn't have to go to school, so it just makes the week go quicker, innit? And we have a lot of free periods, so that will make the year go by fast. Unless it's like exam season. So yeah, just my one thing is don't
Leading
take
on,
it for
leading on,
granted.
leading on to what my boy said, obviously free periods in sixth form, you're gonna start getting like free periods on your schedule. You're gonna be thinking, what's this? Because in secondary school, you never had a free period before. You're gonna think, oh, that's the best thing about sixth form. It's a trap. Let me tell you now, it's a trap.
Nums.
It's a trap, bro. The amount of times, yeah, we have spent our frees doing nothing except for scrolling on our phones, playing cards, and just talking. I'm telling you, certain times it's okay to do that because every once in a while you need a break. But deeper though, you're in these frees for like 2 hours. I don't know how the periods work in you guys' school, but in my school we get 2 hours on free. So imagine you could have been trying to lock in, could have been revising or doing something productive, but you're playing cards or you're on your phone or you're talking.
And like there was times where like last year we would have a lesson, like we would have a scheduled lesson, then we have directed study, and say like both the teachers wouldn't come in, or the teacher that's meant to teach us for both of them lessons didn't come in, so we just have the whole day off.
Yeah,
We'll just be sitting there. We can't
like
go home. Like we can't.
you'd think it's so blessed, but when you really deep it, it's actually not blessed at
It's
all. It's
not
low
at
key a trap. It's
all.
low key a trap. Like,
Not at all.
because when them mocks come here and you're actually trying to lock in, you're gonna realize how much content there is, and you're gonna be struggling to revise as a result of it, and then it's gonna have an impact on your grades. So, probably the most important part of the video: don't waste your freeze. You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, what's the next tip that I have for you guys? Probably to do with like class in it. Make sure you're listening in class and taking as much notes as possible because you see them sixth form classes is different to what you've experienced before. It's not like them year 11 or year 10 classes where the teacher breaks things down for you. They just explain it quickly.
Like we've got this one teacher. Yeah, obviously I won't name his
Yeah,
name,
no,
innit?
don't name a shame. You never know
But
who's watching.
yeah,
Don't name a
like
shame.
he just talks, man. Like it's like his teaching is more university
Yeah, more
style, like
university
getting
level.
us ready for that. Yeah, but I'll be honest, year 12, I was not ready for it, and it's like now we've got him for the full 2 hours in it because our sessions are 2 hours, like
Yeah.
for each subject. They're meant to be for 2 hours, but for politics, last year we had two different teachers. Um,
So they had to split the hours
we
so
had
that
to,
each will get
yeah,
1 hour each. And I think because today's lesson with him was actually like quite good. Like we actually learned something good from the lesson. But I feel like because his shooting style is too tailored for like 2 hour lessons, when he was doing the 1 hour lessons, we just didn't do anything. He'd be like, all right, sit down, shut up, just waffle for like 20, 30 minutes,
nuns.
and then give us like a textbook or something. And then we have to read and answer and then revise from that. And it was just long. So these lessons they're gonna go by quickly. A lot of the times the teacher's not really gonna stop to ask if you understand anything. They're just gonna explain everything. You just have to take notes and then in your free time you can if you don't understand, you can either ask your peers for help or you can go and see the teacher after the lesson and say, oh, I didn't understand what you said at this part of the lesson. Could you break it down for me? Because there's no point you sitting there pretending that you understand when really you don't have a heck or what's going on in the classroom. You're just there like a dummy because then when it comes to your exam, you're gonna regret it because you're just gonna have missing information that you're supposed to have and you won't have it. You know what I'm trying to say? So make sure you're listening in class And if you don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask questions. What's the next point that you have for them?
Yeah, groups no go. Like don't get involved in big groups. Like stick to your one or two friends and like just keep call it a day. Like I would highly recommend getting maybe like one or two friends.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not like year 11 or secondary school in general where you're always chilling with like big groups of people. Like on the bus, you'd be like 20, 30 man deep. Promise you, it's not like that.
Obviously, you probably heard this like from somewhere like maybe your cousin, your older cousin, or your older brothers told you this, or your older sister told you this. But trust me, from people that's just been through it, trust me, do it.
Yeah, because all them man that you're chilling with, yeah, a few years down the line, you won't even be talking to them anymore. You'll be wondering, why am I didn't even chat to this guy like that anymore. And me and him were bare saying that, we're gonna be friends forever, this, that, and the other. All the guys I chose in secondary school, there's only like one or two, or like one, Anthony, the only one I talk to regularly. Everyone else, I just talk to you here and there, you know what I'm trying to say? So I wouldn't waste your time in sixth form again on big groups. You're only there for 2 years. You don't really need to get to know everyone. I'm not saying don't make friends, but it's not a necessity to get to know everyone, you know what I'm trying to say? So big groups, it's a no-no, stay away from them.
And your one or two friends may get boring at times. Like half the time I'm bored out doing that. Like this guy's boring.
This guy's a fucking pussy. I get bored of him as well.
I don't even know why I'm here right
now. Sometimes I want to punch him in his face, innit?
But
break them little glasses of his.
Anyways, but yeah, like it might get boring at times, but trust me, like it's worth it.
Because especially there's so much drama in these big groups as well. We'll just be hearing all of them gossiping, talking about who's the latest couple in school, who's breaking up, and all this rubbish that you don't need to hear about in sixth form.
Let's not even do too much because they might even be watching.
Too much, man. Let's not do too much. So the next advice we have for you guys: relationships. Hey,
tough topics though.
Yeah, it's not tough. Don't get into one. Shall I tell you why? You won't be able to balance it. Both of you will be heartbroken. You won't be able to revise. You'll be thinking, oh baby, why did you break up with me? Oh, we could have been starting together, or all that other mushy stuff. You don't need that in your mind in sixth form.
Let's be real. They didn't talk like that. Second of all, this Abdul guy's got this American mentality. Like the one from the UK talks like that.
But they get what I'm trying to say though.
Yeah. Second of all, yeah. It's true what he's saying. I can't lie. Like, it's a complete waste of time. Do you want to air out your business or?
Nah.
Okay.
Unless you see something serious, yeah. Even when you see something serious, I feel like you should just hold it off until you're done with education and then pursue it if you guys really want it like that after sixth forms, you get. Because you're gonna have all the time in the world. Like nobody's rushing you. Nobody's saying you have to get into a relationship now. Sixth form is probably one of the worst times to get into a relationship because the workload it almost like triples from GCSE, and you guys that struggled with GCSE, you're going to struggle way more with the A-level content. So getting into a relationship is not worth it because you're not going to be able to balance it. As long as your studies, you have to balance a part-time job if you get one, your family and friends. So relationship added to your worries is not good, man. I've heard people on TikTok talking about how they were always crying after exams, because they were stressed or when they were revising. So you don't want to be that person. Trust me, man, it's not worth it.
I don't know what For You page he's got, but yeah, nah. The people on this For You page will talk like, can't lie, yeah. Like, unless you're already in a relationship, like, don't.
Like, if you're going into sixth form in a relationship, hats off to you. Try your best to keep it, but if it ends during sixth form, it's not the end of the world. If anything, see it as a blessing from God to lock in and get good grades in sixth form. But yeah. And then the next bit of advice is to do with jobs, as I mentioned earlier in the relationship. This is to do with jobs and managing your time. It's very important to make a timetable in order to manage your time well, because a lot of people now, when you get into sixth form like me and Daniel, you're going to get part-time jobs in like retail or maybe like somewhere like McDonald's or something like that. And you're going to want to work a lot of hours so that you get more money. And that's all well and good at the beginning, but when it's time for things like exams, you got to cut them hours, buddy, because otherwise you'll be at the place flipping burgers when you should be at home revising. And then
why did you say buddy? What's wrong with you? Okay.
You're gonna
You
be
didn't cut that out, by the way.
Yeah, I won't. You're gonna be flipping burgers. We should be at home revising. Me and my dad
flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Even that one there is a struggle.
You know what? Send me the McDonald's clip.
I'll send it to
I wanted to flip burgers. I got rejected. No, shout out Full Locker, man.
I'll never forget.
Shout out Full Locker. They took me in,
I'll never
bro.
forget this, yeah. Me and Abdul keep saying, yeah, God willing, yeah, when we make it in life, yeah, that we're gonna
Air out
tell
that
this,
clip.
yeah, air out the
Tell the
clip
story.
and tell the story. And basically, like everyone knows, like as soon as you touch year 12, there's one thing on your mind, and that's getting a job.
You wanna get
Because
that
year,
Uno.
yeah, exactly. Year 12 summer, that ending of year 12 summer is serious. Like you wanna make money in it. So
You mean year 11 summer, but yeah,
yeah,
continue.
Abdul being Abdul, like this guy was, I'll never forget, like early September, early October, this guy was like, oh, I need to get a job. I need to get a job.
I was going ham on them
My
applications,
dad
bro.
said, if I don't get a job, I need to get a job. I'm thinking, he just landed in year 12. I barely know you. This guy's like, I need to get a job. I need to get a job. Oh, you should start applying, bro. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was telling this guy to start applying with me as well.
I'm thinking, what's this guy talking about? Like, we just came into year 12 and this guy's already like, I need to get a job. Oh, my dad said if I do, I'm thinking this guy's stressing. Like every day he'll be applying to like 18 different jobs. I'm thinking, you're gonna get some. You're actually gonna get
Like that, I was actually gonna get some.
like you're actually gonna get some. And then slowly his influence started to, as you hang around the person more, like you start to do what they do and that.
Yeah, that's another important thing. Your friends determine the type of person
But
you
anyways,
are.
let me get back to the story.
Sorry.
We're gonna come to that. But yeah, like slowly I started applying for jobs, and yeah, like started applying for jobs. We even went to Blue Water. Shout out Blue Water.
Did circles around Blue Water, looking for places where we could drop our CVs.
Yeah.
Then we applied to McDonald's.
They even that pos. What was the manager's name again?
I think we're like, it began with an A. But wherever
It was
you are,
Ethan or something,
Yeah.
Steven or something.
wherever you are,
Dickhead.
hold that.
Had joke, man.
Hold that.
When I see him, I'm gonna crash it down.
Because he was bare nodding his head in the interview. Oh, yeah.
Joke.
Like I was gonna get the job.
He could barely sit down.
A week later, oh, sorry, you didn't get the job.
Joke.
Imagine getting rejected from McDonald's. But anyways, I persevered, and then I got something from Foot Locker, so it's minor. But yeah, story aside, yeah, you need to learn how to manage your time. When you get that part-time job, you need to learn how to balance it with your studies. Like this was a battle I had with my dad. He would be telling me, you need to cut your hours. School's coming, you need to revise. I kept trying to say, I don't hear what you're saying though. I heard what he was saying when I saw the results for my first set of mocks. Hey, it wasn't bad, but it was bad. Like compared to what I was getting my GCSEs, it was a very big dip. So that's when I knew, I look have to start cutting my hours a little bit. So sometimes your parents are right, listen to your parents, innit? But yeah, manage your time. That's a very important thing.
Don't get it twisted, we're not perfect in it, but
Yeah.
this is just
Everyone makes
from
mistakes.
what we've seen.
This is what we've learned from our 1 year at sixth form.
Yeah. And
And
we're
you
gonna
guys are
learn a
going
lot
into
more.
sixth form now.
We're gonna learn a lot more, trust me. This is
The pain, the torment, the torture.
Jesus Christ.
Hey! It's
But
alright. Charlie,
yeah.
what else? What other advice can we give to you guys?
Just be yourself. I mean, it's not even a be yourself thing, card. That's it. That's for when you're going into your seven. But it's like,
Yeah.
just don't underestimate the workload.
Yeah.
You don't have as much time as you think you
Yeah.
do.
To summarize what we said in the video, you don't have as much time as you think you do. You're not there to make friends. You're there to lock in and do your own.
No, I was talking about particularly with deadlines.
Yeah.
Because I was talking
deadlines are very
before. I was
important.
talking about like with the whole of year 12, but I'm talking about like with homework and stuff. Like you ain't trust me. That next week Tuesday homework that was due last
That's
week.
even another thing. Homework. Bro, the teachers, they won't even get, unless your school is just a bit weird, they won't even get onto you about not doing the homework. They'll just look at you and be like, well, if you don't want to do the homework, that's up to you. You'll be thinking, I really have to do the homework. But when you do the exams, it all adds up. Because the homework is actually what helps you to answer the questions in the exam.
Yeah, not me still. I do my homework. Don't know about him, but
I do my homework.
every day, everywhere. I remember every time we used to have a certain subject, this guy would be getting called out because he was too busy sleeping in the lesson.
None of that.
It's bad G.
I wasn't sleeping. I can't lie.
I looked to my left, thinking, "Where's Abdul?" Guys dozed off.
Yeah, I can't lie. Make sure you sleep on time as well. You don't want to be like me
Yeah.
in the middle of the lesson.
Finished guy.
You don't want to be like that, bro. So make sure you sleep on
Why
time.
did you do that? What's wrong with you?
Bro, I told you, I just do shit on the random. This is why RJ says I got ADHD, bro. Trust me. This is why. But yeah, to summarize everything you said in the video, you haven't got as much time as you think. You're not there to make friends, but there's not a problem with making friends. Not everyone's gonna like you. Take this shit seriously, and we pray you survive. Goodbye.
What?
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K. It's free to subscribe. You don't know.
A little bit, bro.